10 years in Portugal. Wow. So that was, I think it was the 26th of May that I arrived here, 26th of May 2012. And there I am, 2022. We're here. So I moved in I lived in two apartments. My first apartment was in Oeiras, and my second apartment is in Expo, Parque das Nações. That's the name of the neighborhood. And I think I'm ready to move to the next apartment. And I remember, I remember before coming here, what led me to choose this place. Because I've been for a long time working on generating money from the internet and be independent from the location. So a lot of people, they have to live not far from where they work. Me, I can do what I'm doing right now. I could do it from Bangkok, from Brazil, from the US, from anywhere, as long as I have a good internet connection. And music is the same thing. I record from home and I just upload everything from home. So I'm really so back then I was in France, and I knew I didn't want to live in France anymore. And I was in a very I was in a need to be in somewhere where I would find a peace of mind from the music business, and especially from the people of the music business. And I knew that wherever I could live, actually I could pay the rent as long as it was around, I don't know, 700 to 1,000. Anywhere in the world, it wouldn't change because my money was generated from streams, etc. So I think my fourth city that I thought about 12 years ago, when I was talking about this with Nelson Freitas, because he wanted to live here too, from Rotterdam, there was Miami. But you know, I was like, Miami, the US, I don't know. Like, I love going to the US for 10 days, but a whole living there, I don't know. It seems way more expensive for the type of life that I want, and the type of neighborhood that I want. It felt expensive. Then I thought about another city that I love, where you could get amazing apartments, huge ones, for the budget that I had. It was Bangkok. I love Bangkok. Bangkok, Koh Samui. Like, I was like, maybe I could even live on the island in Koh Samui, and get a beautiful house on the hills, or an apartment. Like, you can have in 2012, you could have an amazing apartment in Bangkok. But then I thought, I'm still doing some shows, and if I go live in Bangkok, I'm gonna kill my show business, because most of my shows were in France, Portugal, Switzerland, Belgium, and then Africa, and the US as well. So living anywhere around France, Portugal, Belgium, in Europe, I had to take a train or a plane anyway to go perform. So it could be done easier. And I was still doing like a minimum of 2 shows per month. So Bangkok was out of the question if I wanted to continue doing what I was doing, which was performing. After that, I like this. All right. There, he's gonna receive my email tomorrow. After that, what do I had after that? I had São Paulo in Brazil. That I really like that city. It's a huge city. I'm a city rat, so it was like a city with 26 million people. Like the whole city is like a whole country. And I mean, but then every time I would watch TV, I would feel like, damn, this country is dangerous. But I love São Paulo. And interestingly, there was a kizomba scene that was starting to explode there. And I was saying to myself, I love to arrive in some places where it's about to start. I love to be there at that moment rather than arrive when the food has been served. I like to be with the builders. That's where you benefit the most. So I was like, I could, try to insert myself in that thing, and maybe actually I could do some shows around Brazil. This is a huge country that's the size of a continent. Yeah, that was an idea. But then, like, every time I would turn on the TV, people were getting killed here and there. I was like, what's going on here? This is a dangerous place. So I was like, nah. And it's when I was on a dinner after a show in Portugal, and I paid the price of I paid the dinner with some friends. When the bill arrived and it was so cheap, I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, damn, this is the place. So that's when I visited, let me see if I have it. That's when I visited, actually I only visited one place when I moved here. So the apartment, can you see the mouse? I think you can see the mouse. The apartment was in this building, and it was it had a terrace that would go from here until the other side of the building. That was crazy. So let me see if I have some more. So that's when I bought my bed. So that's the TV I was talking to you about. I bought the bed and the TV before even moving there, but you have to see that was the view. So you had to see, you cannot see because it's far, but you had sea views. Let me see, I had something with, I think I had a video somewhere of this apartment. So that was the terrace. So imagine I was in Paris and you had a commercial center called Oeiras Park that it was like 5-minute walk. But imagine me, I was in Paris for 32 years, and my rent when I left Paris, my rent was 850. And for 850, I had a 50-meter square. So I think in the US, this is 500 foot square. I'm not sure. But it was like a 1-bedroom. Yeah, cool. But now, like, look at this. So I'm visiting this. I'm like, yo, this must cost. Okay, wait. This is the place. So wait, how can I put this full screen? There you go. So look at this. Wait, it's not showing. Oh, it's not showing it full screen. Wait. Sorry, don't mind me. There you go. Why is this on the side? Wait. There you go. Now we're talking. Okay. So there we go. Now, so this was the place, bedroom, TV, and look at this. Four kilometers from the beach, and you could go from the bedroom to the kitchen from outside or from inside. I think I have another video. So that's when my two TVs arrived. My sofa, still the same. I'm about to give it away and get a new one. So I was just moving in. Kitchen, so you can go outside in the kitchen, etc. And then I designed this table that I'm using right now because I moved the table. So I designed that table, and I had so I wanted like two things to put my cables in, and some drawers on inside, and have like a sofa stuff. So I had somebody come called Victor, and he came, and we went to buy a big piece of wood, and they started building my office. Thus they came, then they painted it. Then, so you see, now this is the office with the three holes for all my cables. And so that's my design. Oh, that's the, yeah, that was the whole design of what I wanted. So he built everything from my designs. Then I bought myself, oh, I didn't, like, I'm talking before telling you, when I visited the place the first time, I asked the person, how much is it? Because I was like, this is gonna be like 2,000 or 3,000. I cannot pay this monthly. And the woman told me, yeah, it's a little expensive. And I was like, okay, just tell me the price. And she said, it's $750. I was like, what? Oh shit, I want it now. So I took it, and I lived there for 1 year. My only problem with, it was great. So that was the exit from my bedroom, and here you had everything down there, restaurants, everything you needed. That neighborhood was amazing. The only problem with this place was that I was missing a second bedroom. That was me taking bedroom at home. I was missing a second bedroom for my boy, who was, at the time, he was 9. And when he came for the first time, I was telling him, do you wanna sleep in my bed? So that was the apartment once I was more or less done. And I was asking him, do you want to sleep in my bed? And actually, because there was that huge TV in the living room where he could watch YouTube and put his PlayStation, he actually preferred sleeping in the bed. Is the sofa is super comfortable. So he prefers sleeping on the sofa. So I put him everything he needed, but I was like, nah, I want my son to have his own bedroom when he comes. So after 1 year, I moved to my second place, which is where I am right now for the last 9 years. So this is my neighborhood. Let me show you. So this is my it's actually the same. I moved everything when I moved, but just that part that I didn't keep, and the computer, everything changed, but it's more or less the same thing. I moved to this neighborhood, which is called Parque das Nações, which is a very new neighborhood in Lisbon. I think it has been built 20 years ago for the Expo 98. And from my street to, so that's when I visited it. The price was just 200 more, so 950 per month. And for that neighborhood in Paris, you wouldn't have this. You cannot live in a neighborhood like this and pay 950. In Paris, nah, not possible. And yeah, so I just moved all my stuff that I built. So this is my bedroom. That was when it was before I put, once I got married, once I got my girlfriend, I added some things, but when I was alone, it was like just me, bed, TVs. That's all I need. The rest so that was before I put carpets, etc., etc. And yeah, I love my neighborhood. This is where I am every day. I live exactly 3 minutes from the water. And this is my desk where I'm sitting right now. So I moved the things differently. But I brought everything from my first apartment. And this light is this one. I bought it in Bangkok. Why is not? Yeah. Same desk for the last. My neighborhood is amazing. I'm telling you. Like, I can spend a whole month without leaving my neighborhood and never feeling like I'm missing out on something. This is where I walk my 5 kilometers. And this is another place that I visited. This is in the same street as mine, but on the left side. I visited this apartment as well. The veranda are bigger, but I don't know. The apartment felt, so that one I had a swimming pool on the roof, but I don't know. I didn't feel like, I don't know. I really like this one. I might move to this part of the neighborhood soon because now I'm looking for something bigger. I need at least. So these are all my passports. I love this photo. These are all my passports that I had in my life. So right now I have the French one. Before that I have that was the first I had, Zaire, Passeport Diplomatique. Then I became an Ivory Coast citizen with a service passport. Then I became a Congolese citizen. Then I became a French president. If somebody asks you, tell them I'm a secret agent. So this is my neighborhood now. So that sofa is starting to be old. I'm getting a new one this month. So this is just under my house. We have this, and so you can go from one side of the neighborhood to the other one. And if you, so this is this. If this is my mom's house in Congo. Yeah, we're not on the same level yet. So if I have to say how I feel after 10 years moving in Portugal, what are my out of Sao Paulo too, I wanted to move over there at a certain moment, but my Portuguese were not encouraging. Thank you. Yeah, I have some stuff on my sleeve. I want to go back this year. I want to go spend a week there. I'm trying to see what bodies free to go together. it's, yeah, this neighborhood is amazing. What I found in Portugal was peace of mind and less stress from my life in Paris. My life in Paris was very stressful, not because of Paris, but it was like the music business. The music business was, a lot of people, they believe to succeed, they have to stab other people in the back. They don't have the values of respect that I have. And at a point, I ended up only talking about the problems that music was giving me rather than the joy music was giving me. And that was because of the people inside of the music business. And Paris, France as a country was starting to also stress me. I was like, this is not a place where I want to stay now. It's not a place where I want to stay. I was seeing that the country was becoming very toxic. The media was very toxic. The debates on TV were very toxic. And I just felt like, yeah, I really felt stressed in France. When I moved here and I start walking by the water every day and being in a way peaceful neighborhood and go to Paris. I would go to Paris every week at that point because I had a lot of shows still. So I would go to Paris and all the time see my people, but they come back here to this life. After 6 months, I realized, yeah, peace of mind, quality of life, and when you have 1,000 euros here, when I arrived, it felt like you had 3,000 euros because everything is way cheaper. Food is way cheaper. Restaurants are way cheaper. In the clubs, things are way cheaper. A table is way cheaper, etc., etc. And with the years, I start going less and less in Paris. Then I start going once a month, then once every 2 months, then once every 6 months. And now I don't even like go to Paris. I'm about to close my French bank account that I had since I was 18. So it's been 30 years that I had this bank account. I'm about to close it now. For now, I still have the French nationality, but I might take the Portuguese nationality. So full circle, as my grandfather was a Portuguese. So yeah, any regrets from leaving France? Not 1% of a regret. And any country where I see myself right now, none. I got a small kid. She's 5 years old. She needs a stable life, and I'm not gonna move from country to country with her. So for now, I'm settled in Portugal for the next 10 years minimum. I want to buy something now, and I'm working for that.